Interesting. What drew so many spirits to this place, I wonder?
Bernard, I'm dreaming. Ameridan, why?
This rift is ancient. It may have formed from the battle that took place here, not the breach.
I slept. To find him in dreaming. But the blood. She's gone. Talana wanted to reach Ameridan again. One more time. But she couldn't. I couldn't. I died. I tried to stay, but only pieces came through. You opened the sky for the rest of me.
Solus, this seems like something you might be able to help with.
Pain drew the wraiths, but this spirit touched the mind of someone who cared for Inquisitor Ameridan.
Ameridan? Yes. Inquisitor. Beloved. She came with Ameridan to hunt the dragon.
The dragon?
Huge. Power like none had seen. It came from the mountains with the Avar. Towns fell. All dead. One last favor for Emperor Draken. Slay the Avar dragon. Save Orlais.
Inquisitor Ameridan died saving Orlais from a dragon. How could history just forget that?
Not forgotten. Forbidden. Darkspawn in the north. All of Orlais afraid. No one could know. Orlais must stand unstained and no fear to falter. Please, my friend, for both our peoples. They fought at the shore. Spirits and magic. Cold. So cold. How I found her. How she found us. They rested here. Then up the river. Metal spires. A way to stop the dragon. Then Talana returned here, alone, to wait for him. Forever waiting. Dreaming, then dead.
We'll find Ameridan. You don't have to wait here anymore.
You have done all she asked of you. Be free.
Thank you. It was hard. She went a long time ago. I stayed because she asked. Her things are there. She wanted them found.
You all right?
Kill the Inquisitor! Death to her hold for Hakon's glory!
May I help you, Inquisitor?
I take it you're not from Orlais originally.
No. Starkhaven. Fourth son of Lord and Lady Kenrick, destined for chantry service. Fortunately, I convinced them the university might be a fashionable alternative.
How were you assigned to the Inquisition?
I study primarily the early chantry, particularly around the signing of the Navaran Accord. That was why I transferred to the University of Orlais, closer to the source than Starkhaven. Sadly, most scholars took Inquisitor Ameridan's history as settled, even with so many questions remaining. No one took my ideas seriously until your Inquisition formed. I wrote Ambassador Montelier, and, well, here we are.
What's it like at the University of Orlais?
Oh, it's brilliant. Some of the greatest minds I've ever known. The university was always well regarded, but Empress Celine made it the envy of all Theras. She even got them to start admitting elves. A few bit noses, but it's worth it. Knowledge knows no bounds and all. With that unpleasantness with Grand Duke Gaspard done, the university is safe as a haven for knowledge.
I'd like to discuss Inquisitor Ameridan.
Of course, your predecessor. Existing historical records are contentious. Some say he was a devout Andrastian. Others suggest he cared little for religion, gaining leadership of the Seekers through Emperor Draken's friendship. He disappeared around the time the Seekers of Truth, the original Inquisition, incorporated into the newfound chantry. It's not clear why. Some say that he was tired of his responsibilities and wanted one last great dragon hunt.
A spirit on the island held the memories and possessions of Ameridan's lover, a woman named Talana. It told us that Ameridan was here on orders from Emperor Draken himself, and where he went next.
Trusty's dimples. I may have received tenure from that sentence alone. Ameridan had a lover. Talana, you said. The Inquisitor's Lady Mage. There was such debate over whether she existed. And there were orders? This was a request from Draken? This changes everything.
You don't have a problem receiving information from spirits?
It's not ideal, but since you found corroborating physical evidence, I see no serious issues. Any study of great wars and battlefields carries an inherent risk of contact with demons or spirits. When spirits are willing to talk, most historians love the chance of a first-hand report.
What does it change knowing that Ameridan was on a mission from Emperor Draken?
Everything. One current theory holds that Ameridan was selfishly throwing off his responsibilities to go hunting. Another suggests Draken had him removed or even killed because Ameridan opposed the Navaran Accord. But if this is true, then Ameridan was a loyal servant of Orlais. He was not an embarrassment. He was a patriot protecting Orlais while Draken fought in the Second Blight.
You were surprised to hear that Ameridan had a lover.
Yes, this Talana you mentioned. Her existence has been hotly debated. Some scholars took Inquisitor Ameridan's respect for the chantry to imply that he remained celibate. In ages past, there were stories about him and his lover, a mage. They made it out to be a star-crossed romance. The chantry silenced the stories strenuously.
When I helped the Avar at Stonebear Hold, we learned that the Jaws of Hakon once bound their god's soul to a beast. According to the spirits, the dragon Ameridan faced was powerful and accompanied by hostile Avar.
You believe they could be one and the same? That would mean... Of course! Of course! Brilliant! 800 years ago, the Second Blight threatened a weak Orlais. A perfect time for the Avar to attack. This Avar god dragon could have endangered the Elysian Empire had Ameridan not stopped it. That explains why he would accept such a dangerous mission. And likely how he died.
How bad would it be if the contemporary Jaws of Hakon bound their god to a dragon again?
With Orlais still recovering from the Civil War and the Mage-Templar conflict, not to mention the remaining demon rifts and Corypheus himself. A high dragon given malice and magic by an Avar god spirit could, hypothetically, destroy much of Orlais. At least, I hope that was hypothetically.
You're not concerned about the literal existence of an Avar god?
Not particularly. If the jaws of Hakon once bound their god to a dragon, it is likely just a powerful spirit. That isn't to downplay the important cultural significance to the Avar, but magic does not equate godhood. Every blight comes from the old gods, which are also dragons corrupted by some outside influence. Sometimes I wonder if we really know what we mean by gods.
History forgot about an attack by a giant magic dragon. If you want something done right, the spirit said to follow the river to the north, and something about spires or spikes.
Up the river, the scouts have had trouble with Hackonites up there. I'll continue my research, but for now, your guess is as good as mine.
What do you need me to do next, Professor?
That spirit on the island said something about Ameridan going upriver to, some place with spires? While you search upriver, I'll continue studying these buckles. That, sounded better in my head.
I'll speak with you later.
Inquisitor.
I thought we could catch up.
What's on your mind?
We'll continue this another time.
Goodbye, then.
How are you feeling, Cassandra, after the revelations about your Seekers?
How do you expect I might feel? Most of my life was dedicated to the Order. I did so much I believed was good in their name.
Now that you know them corrupt, you must determine which parts of yourself to discard and which to keep.
I assume you have advice?
I would hardly presume. In our travels, I have been impressed by your honesty and your faith. It is a difficult path, Seeker. But if anyone can walk it honorably, you can.
Well, we're up the river. That old Tevinter building must be what the spirit meant.
The jaws of Hakon must be guarding this place for us.
I'm starting to think that if we went to the moon or the bottom of the sea, we'd find Tevinter runes there.
This is brilliant. This must be what the spirit meant. Excellent find. From what I can see, this is an ancillary station. Likely a scouting post for the larger structure to the east. What can it tell us about where Inquisitor Ameridan went?
I got Professor Kenrick here safely. The rest is up to you.
Lady Harding was quite nimble in the wilderness.
I'll be watching to make sure the Hackonites don't come back.
This is Tevinter, from well before the last Inquisitor's time. I understand they use such tiles as locks. Interesting, though not likely related to Ameridan. I believe that shape relates to the tiles. If you could replicate the shape in the tiles, something would happen. Brilliant! Look at that! Look at that! This is Elven. I believe it's the word for light. It's some sort of clue to this barrier. Not sure how. Veneras. The Elven word for dream, I think. Oh, well done. Well done indeed.
That's something you don't see every day.
A pair of shrines. This one is clearly Andrastian, albeit from a very early period, likely pre-divine. But this is Elven. One of their gods. What was it? Every mother finds Druffalo among sleeping juniper groves. G something. The one with the deer.
What was that? Every mother finds Druffalo.
Oh, it's a memory aid to help me with the names of the elven gods. Every is Elgernan, mother is Mithal, finds is fallow something. I was more focused on early chantry history. I didn't really do elves.
Are you sure that your memory aid caught all the elven gods?
Well, there's only one F for Falondine. Oh, I suppose I forgot Fenrir.
Most people do.
This isn't him, though. It's one of the ladies, obviously. G something.
That would be Gillenan, mother of the Hala.
Yes! Brilliant, thank you. Oh, that would have bothered me all day.
2 shrines for 2 lovers. Inquisitor Ameridan and Talana. Maybe Talana was an elf.
Oh, yes. That's good. The Chantry expunged references to elves before the Exalted March on the Dales. They erased the Canticle of Shartan. They must have done the same to Talana.
The Chantry should not rewrite history to cover up inconvenient truths.
Agreed. The chant of light should spread the truth, not suppress it.
Regardless, the important thing is what this tells us. It's not a burial site. That much is obvious.
Look at those flowers. They're not native to the area. What if they were left at the shrine as an offering?
Yes. A night of prayer before battle against the dragon. But then where? Where? We're missing something. What are we missing? Oh, where did you go?
Professor, look at this. Shartan 10-7 and Transfigurations 10-1.
Shartan is dissonant. And before them, empty, outstretched, lay the land which led to the gates of Minrathus. And Transfigurations is, the light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world. Why these verses? Why would Inquisitor Ameridan take the time to carve this before going into battle?
Gates of Minrathus. Isn't there a Tevinter fortress in the area?
Yes. Oh, of course! The ritual site! To seal the dragon away, Ameridan's elven mage must have used a spell at a site of great power.
My scouts have checked the fortress. It's sealed behind a wall of ice. It has to be magic.
Let's look around. Ameridan found a way through that ice, so that way should be nearby.
Behind them?
And every lock has a key.
Like these trail markers. Ameridan must have known how to use them. If they can melt through the ice, that must be where Ameridan sealed away the dragon.
I'll follow the markers and see what we can find.
This is Tevinter, from well before the last Inquisitor's time. I understand they use such tiles as locks. Interesting, though not likely related to Ameridan.
Are we certain these trail markers will burn through this wall of ice around the fortress?
Given that the trail markers retain enough energy to illuminate one another, I see no reason to worry.
You think these things will get us through that giant fortress wall?
Varric, I'm sorry about earlier with the table.
Beg your pardon? I didn't catch that, Seeker.
I am sorry.
I'll mark this on my calendar. Cassandra had a feeling.
Perhaps not that sorry.
The path has been destroyed. We will need to find another way.
We are almost to the fortress.
Your gods are weak, Inquisitor! You will see the power of Hakon when we destroy the lowlands!
I don't think we're taking this fortress with a direct assault. Anybody got a better idea? The Avar at Stone Bear Hold might have some ideas.
These bones were part of a sacrifice. The jaws of Hakon placed a powerful spell here.
It could be blood magic. Let's look for any more skulls. I think that's the last of the bones. What were the Jaws of Hakon doing with this magic?
It's Avar magic, right? Maybe the Avar who don't want to kill us have an answer.
Of course. Let's speak with the Augur.
Stranger.
I had a visit from Sigrid Gulsdotten. She had much to tell me.
Will you separate her from her spirit?
Only she may fulfill that oath. But together, we will seek guidance from the other gods.
I found skulls with spells on them left out by the Hakonites. What are they trying to do?
Skulls. So, bones. Magic cloaked in blood. Stone hidden lie the tales of this hold. Here's the means to find them. Return when you've seen all the god runes, and I'll tell you why the Jaws of Hakon did this.
I should be off.
Farewell.
New thatching is good. Fine work. Guests are welcome, so long as their weapons stay sheathed. New thatching is good. Fine work.
It is interesting to hear a mage's perspective of our abilities, Solas.
I am pleased you find it so.
I know my abilities do not come from the Maker, as I had once thought.
Your abilities declare the world real. Who, if not the maker of this world, could grant such a gift?
You believe in the Maker?
I am always open to new ideas.
Section is good. Fine work.
Be welcome.
I found all the Veilfire runes around the village.
What did you take as the purpose of the tale?
It was about your gods returning, but in different forms.
One of our oldest stories. Taught to us as children by the Skalds. Mountains crack, forests burn. The gods change and die. Hakon's followers want him alive as he was. They will not let him die and return as he should. The blood magic was to hide the jaws of Hakon's deed from other gods.
They have powerful magic. Why are the jaws of Hakon afraid of other spirits?
The jaws of Hakon turn their backs on all other gods that ever helped their hold. It is not fear that drives them. They hide their deeds from shame.
I'd like to ask something.
Then ask.
You let spirits possess your mages on purpose.
What better teacher than one woven from magic? The spirits in the hold have helped us in this way for hundreds of years. Once a mage masters their powers, their teacher departs, duty ended. Unless the mage is weak.
What happens to these weak mages?
Their teachers stay with them, and the other gods watch them both, so neither soul turns sick. If one does sicken, or the mage stands in risk of harming the hold, one day, they do not wake in their bed. It is very sad. It is what must be done.
It is kinder than what happens in many mage circles.
Inquisitor. Baron Ava Pierre Hermotizan. I've come to consult with your soldiers on matters pertaining to natural threat. The beasts of these woods are fierce, and I fear they've already claimed the life of my dear, devoted scribe.
What are you doing out here?
Once I was content to remain in the safety of my estate. Then, with the passing of my uncle, I was obliged to join an expedition to the stranger parts of Thedas. How little of our natural world is understood. What terrors creep across the soil while we lie ignorant and ill-prepared. If you knew what I do of the common Fennec, you would not sleep. From that day onward, I have studied the wilds and the beasts therein.
Are my soldiers running into problems?
They face delays establishing camps due to pests of various nature. I offer to consider the matter. There is an herb mixture. Correctly placed, it could ward beasts away from their supplies. I would not presume to further involve myself in your organization's military affairs. Perhaps I might entrust this to you.
I should go.
Inquisitor.
There. It seems to be working.
Inquisitor. Are those herb wards? Herb wards. Those could assist the soldiers. I take it you've met Baron de Mortizan?
And you are?
Dunwich, your worship. The Master's scribe.
De Mortizan said you were dead.
I'm merely late, sir. I was not to return until I'd gathered evidence on the Nox Morta.
How did you get involved in all this?
I've been the Master's scribe these past 10 years. The Baron has made a study of a number of creatures. I'm assured my assistance is invaluable.
You're gathering evidence on a...
The Nox Morta. I was to set out apparatus for gathering information on the beast. Retrieving it proved difficult. Gurguts. If you're out here anyway, your worship, I can inform you that the Baron's pockets are deep. He would no doubt appreciate any efforts made on his behalf.
What is the Nox Morta exactly?
A skulking beast the Master believes lies somewhere in the basin.
That's not very specific.
I'm afraid specificity eludes us, sir. Officially, the beast remains undiscovered and unwitnessed.
I should be going.
Very good, sir.
This, whatever it is, it must be what de Mortizan wanted.
I'm sure he'll be able to attain information from it. Unless... was part of this eaten?
Dunwich yet lives while I was so certain of his passing. You make us smiles on this endeavor.
Your scribe, Dunwich, mentioned something called the Nox Morta.
Ah, yes. I have yet to lay eyes upon it. Pray do not request details so soon. Not when concrete evidence lies yet unturned.
I've evidence of your Nox Morta, I think.
Yes. To observe the mark of the teeth. Let me see. Gurgut and Gurgut. But this. A beast unclassified and interested in the bait presented. What lies before us is an opportunity to greet the unknowable. Yet I confess fear, knowing I lack the skill to confront it. Surely Andraste's herald does not share my limitation. If you would take the bait and confirm its existence, I would be in the Inquisition's debt.
What can you tell me about Nox Morta?
Mere scraps of knowledge gleaned from bloodstained papers. They speak of a creature enamored of shadow lurking in the darkest places. Silence pays it favor, concealing its oid bulk until a stretched mouth takes its prey. Of course, some of my colleagues deem the beast a mere fancy.
I should go.
Inquisitor.
Mortizan said to place the bait here. We need to find a good spot.
Right, because it might be picky.
I don't... Wait. What was that?
Bogfisher. It's a bogfisher?
Just happen.
I suppose it was a very aggressive bogfisher. Not what I expected.
Mortizan will want to hear about this.
Do not keep me in suspense. Your haunted stare speaks plainly of an encounter with the Nox Morta.
Is the Nox Morta a bog fisher, by any chance? A large, aggressive bog fisher?
Bog fisher? That quaint nomenclature inadequately describes its lesser kin. And here is whom they must serve.
Why didn't you...
I told them to have proof of its existence. Minds shall be enlightened. So when enlightenment comes at the cost of such fearful truths, I must wonder at its tone. Remit my humble gratitude to reflect the risk taken, your worship. Where's Dunwich? Let's draft a letter to the university.
I should go.
Inquisitor.
Than it should.
Hold a moment. You're Varric Tethras.
You've got to be kidding me.
I've read all your books, and I have all the printings of Hardin Hightown. Even the banned version. I've read it thrice.
Nice to know the rock falls, everyone dies ending found its audience.
I found some notes scattered across the basin. I believe they belong to you.
I lost them in a wind and... a book? You turned the pages into a real book.
Is that all right?
Beautiful. Here, in return, a fine runestone from the old Tevinter ruins. It's the least I can offer.
I read some of your notes. Do you really believe everything you wrote?
Everything has an explanation, Inquisitor. Through the actions of men or the gods. We're all connected in a web of amazing things. I feel it. I only need the right vantage to see it.
I could use an experienced traveler to go far and wide and write back what he saw.
You wish me to join you? Your Inquisition?
Well, no one would peg you as a spy. Just maybe write back more facts and less theory.
You'd be paid to visit places all over the world. It might give you that vantage you seek.
By the gods, all of Thedas. And you'd pay me to write to you? You'll not regret this. I'll give word to Thane Sunhair, then join your hold.
When you are ready, you have our blades, Inquisitor.
You said that the Jaws of Hakon first tried binding their god in mortal form hundreds of years ago.
What of it?
In our search for Inquisitor Ameridan, we learned that he came here to fight a great dragon 800 years ago. A dragon that came from the mountains with Avar warriors to attack the lowlands.
Your last Inquisitor must have fought well to stop Hakon himself.
You're not bothered by the idea that our Inquisitor killed your god?
He didn't kill him. That would have been easier. Whatever fight your Inquisitor finished, the Jaws of Hakon started. I find no fault with a warrior defending his people.
Do the Avar gods take mortal form on a regular basis?
No, the gods belong in the land of dreams. Whether it is their wish or some augurs that brings them here, battle tears will be shed. The skulls say the Lady of the Skies took mortal form when Tahira Brightaxe first led the Avar to the mountains. They say many things about Brightaxe and the Lady.
I will speak with you later.
Walk with the Lady's blessing.